Welcome back. I'm Coach Naz, and in today's video, I want to talk about the biggest telltale signs that you are, my love, and unfortunately, in a toxic relationship. So if you would like to know what that is, keep on watching. How many of us have been in relationships where at the start that man or woman loves you for your funniness, for your loudness, for your, you being your authentic self, for the way that you dress, your sexiness. But then when you're in the relationship, they start poking little by little by little. Why are you wearing so much makeup? Why are you dressing so sexy? Well, sweetie, you fell in love with me for all of these reasons. And now that I'm in the relationship, you expect me to completely change who I am and act like an Amish woman? No, that's not how this works. When someone is trying to change how you really are, little by little, by manipulating you, someone who has a narcissistic personality does this. And why it sucks is because you will realize this way later down the line when you have already invested so much of your time, so much of your love, your memories, children, family. You bought a house, you have a car, you have all of these things together, and now suddenly you have this aha moment that this is the 10th time that he's asked me to change my outfit or told me that I put way too much makeup on. Where will I go now? I'm old. I have children. Like, who's going to want to be with me? But it is never too late to leave a relationship, even if you're 99 years old. If you feel like your authentic self is not being valued, your funniness, your silliness, your personality, your purpose, your drive, your ambition, if any of these things are not valued, you don't deserve to be in that relationship. If you have this realization later down the line, I want you to know that there is a way out. Now, the thing is that most of us women, including myself, have already witnessed this sort of behavior in the beginning stages. We have already been challenged by this person. Hey, why are you wearing this outfit? Maybe it's been like the 6th month or a year. It kind of goes back and forth. It's like, yeah, you can do this, but then it's like a backhand comment. It doesn't register in your head. So that is why it's a very slow, manipulative tactic. It's almost like a spider. I don't even want to say spider. It's almost like an anaconda that is like slowly wrapping their body on you and slowly squeezing you. And then by the end of the relationship, you're like, who the F am I? I don't even recognize myself. I remember one of my exes actually making fun of me dancing. I stopped dancing for a little while because I felt like, oh, maybe I'm not a good dancer, which is so ridiculous because you don't have to be a good or bad dancer. Be it. You should never be making fun of your partner for any reason, especially if they're insecure about it, right? Especially if it's a wound that they're working on, or they're maybe, not confident in that aspect. I don't think it's cute or funny. And I do believe that there's a difference between couples who have that banter and it's funny, but there is a line of respect and both the parties know where that line ends. But then there's other couples where they take it way too far, and at some level, the partner that is getting made fun of kind of gets used to it. He almost gets numb. Now, I also want to mention that when I was in a relationship where my ex tried to change parts of me, I also want to take accountability for the fact that I wanted to change him. I didn't truly accept him for who he was. And so, yes, I can sit here and blame him all day long, but I also have to take my ownership and see that I also did not accept all parts of him. And guess what happens in relationships and in life? You always get who you are being. You will always attract people in your life that are aligned to how authentic you are being, how real you are being to yourself, how honest you are with yourself. If you focus your energy on how happy you look versus how happy and content you feel, then you are going to attract people based out of that level. Now, dating, relationships, love is a very complicated thing, right? And so my suggestion to you, if you're a newly single woman or man and you're looking to date or get into a relationship, then please get yourself a journal. And what I want you to do is, after every date, I want you to write down how this person made you feel. And if there is something that is off, if there is something that you're questioning in the relationship, write it down, because when you write it down, a couple weeks later, a couple months later, you're going to go back and you're going to see a pattern. I'm like, oh wait, on 5th of January she said this, oh wait, on 10th of January she said this again, and I need to question this a bit more. And being connected to your body is very important, because when you're dating and something feels off, you need to be aware of your body. Is your body tensing up? Because your body is actually giving you a lot of the signs. But unfortunately, we end up missing most of these signs because either we're drinking or we're smoking or, doing drugs or whatever it is. One of the biggest mistakes that I made, which I now know better, when you know better, you do better. When you feel something is off, maybe let's say it's about children. Like do you want to have children? It's something that I haven't thought about it yet. Whatever the conversation's about. Say it in that moment. Don't wait a month, 2 months, a year, ruminating, stressing about it, and giving yourself anxiety over nothing. When you feel anxious, that is your body's alarm clock, literally telling you, pay attention to this. Every time you get anxious, your nervous system is in fight or flight mode. But it doesn't always mean that the other person is bad or the other person is toxic. So I definitely want to say that before anything else. It could mean that it is triggering a wound inside of you from maybe your childhood or your past relationships. So I also want you to know that it doesn't always mean that this person is a bad human being and you need to run away. One of my gifts is that I am a healer. And I heal people through stories. And I do believe that is one of my purposes here on earth. And so I remember being in this relationship, and this is when I had a nudge. And it was that I should share my story to the world because it will help somebody else that really needs it. And so I remember starting this journey feeling scared, feeling afraid, like, oh my God, I don't know what people are going to think of me. I don't know if this is really going to even help anybody, but I'm going to follow my guidance because I am so connected to my body now that I am guided by the universe. I'm no longer trying to control, this has to work out. If it doesn't, then my life's over. So I remember getting on Instagram and making my first post, which was very scary for me to do. And my ex actually belittled my post, which was so tough for me because I was sharing something about my family, which wasn't easy to do. And I couldn't believe how unsupportive he truly was. And this is where I realized that this person is not supportive of my light. He is not going to be in my journey to success because it's a hard place for him to be in. And so what I realized in that moment is that just because you grow doesn't mean that your partner is going to grow as well. Sometimes what it means is that you grow and then this person does not want to grow with you and they fall off the wagon. And then you might meet somebody on your level. You might grow some more in this person. Hopefully that doesn't happen. But this is what I've realized with energetic alignment is that you attract who you are being. So I wasn't my authentic self many years back. I was pretending, I was lying to myself, and so I attracted other people that were lying to themselves as well. What I want you to take out of this video is that when you're in a relationship or when you're dating somebody new, please pay attention to their words and their actions, because the person might seem perfect. They might have all the things going on for them. They're 6 feet, they have a great job, they're successful, all of these amazing, things in their belt. But deep down, if you look at their core, their foundation has cracks. So this is where I need you to really, as a woman, as a man, pay attention. I really hope that this message resonates with you and it is something that your soul was meant to hear in this moment in time. Thank you guys for all the support and the new subscribers. I did not expect to have so much love on my channel so soon, so I appreciate that a lot. And I want to leave you with this last message. The cave that you fear to enter holds the treasure that you've been looking for.